game just to get my fatty. And these lazy ain't got competition. It's me versus me, love Key Talk game.
Key Talk Society, check it out. Before the video gets started, I need y'all to like the video. You know what I'm talking about? You know I'm gonna come with the content every day, all day. You know what I'm talking about? They like the video for me. Take 2 seconds. Anyway. So a wild killing spree went on inside of Memphis. Now, the guy that actually went on a killing spree is a rapper, but he's also affiliated with another rapper that's signed to a label that a whole lot of people say might be the most criminalized label to ever exist. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm going to give y'all a couple seconds to guess which label that is, right? Let's go with 1017, Young Money, or QC. That's enough time. If you guessed 1017, the new 1017, then you're correct, right? So a guy that goes by the name of AOB BopGod, who's actually an affiliate of FTO Sett. Now, FTO Sett is actually signed to Gucci Mane. He's doing his thing, making a lot of great songs. I will tell y'all, the people that really be involved with the streets and the killings and stuff, they make great songs. That's why I tell you, period, no matter what I say and I say, oh, well, this is good, this is bad, do that, do this, I'm listening to the music because the music go hard. You know what I'm talking about? It is what it is. I'm a fan of the music. You know what I'm talking about? Is the music damaging? Yes, 100% is damaging. But nobody's perfect. And yes, I will continue to listen to the music. Anyway, let's get back on subject. So AOB Bop actually got out of jail on a bond for murder, right? So today, he committed some more murders. You know what I'm talking about? He actually stole a woman's car inside of a church parking lot at gunpoint. You know what I'm talking about? Went and killed a guy at a smoke shop, took some of his, his materials from the shop, and then also took some money from there. And somehow, some way, ended up being chased by 12, where eventually he hopped out on feet, you know what I'm talking about, and he was captured. Now, out of everything that he did, I would have thought he would have just unalived himself at the very end of it all, but it doesn't look like he did, right? I'm going to read y'all the story, and then I'm going to play y'all the news report on it, right? Anyway, so it says, bond revoked for a suspect in Sunday's crime spree. And obviously, what's today? Sunday. Wait, so today's Sunday or Monday? It's Sunday or Monday today. All I know is that it happened. No, it's today. I think it's Monday. Either way it goes, it happened on Sunday, right? So it pretty much says, update. The district attorney's office announced Monday afternoon that all the Quarterings Crafts bonds had been revoked. So first of all, they're going to talk about the bond because they're wondering like who in the blue hell gave this guy AOB BopGod a bond for a murder that he had already committed, and now he's out here doing it again, right? So their excuse was, after Quartering Craft incident, we received inquiries about the bond that had been established. It's important to clarify that our office does not set bonds. The responsibility lies with the judicial commissioners and judges. However, we can recommend the bond be revoked as we did in Kraft's case, and Kraft is AOB BopGod, that's his last name. In Kraft's case today, our efforts were successful and the judge has revoked all of Kraft's bonds, ensuring that he remains in jail. Anyway, so the story goes, Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis police identified the man they say is responsible for Sunday's crime spree that left one teen dead and others injured. And this is outside of the murder that he already committed that he was actually on bond for, right? It says, citywide manhunt ends crime spree, suspect in custody. So, of course, they did get him in custody. And then it begins with his name. Cordarian Craft, 20, has been charged with the following: first-degree murder, especially aggravated robbery, carjacking, 2 counts of aggravated child abuse, and 2 counts of evading arrest. It says, according to the bond recommendations from the MPD Homicide Bureau, detectives say Craft didn't know the victims and was motivated by greed. Now, people in the streets is alleging that he potentially caught his female with some other dude, and those emotions played a role in this as well, especially with the other guy that allegedly got unalive. But anyways, let's just go out what the news is saying right now, right? It says they're recommending a bond of a $1 billion. They gave Buddy a $1 billion bond. That's like a B, not an M. A B as in boy. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so it continues and says, Sunday, officers responded to the 3700 block of East Shelby Drive regarding a carjacking just after 10 a.m. A woman was in a car with her kids when Kraft reportedly used a gun to break her window, threatened to kill the victim, and stole the car. Now, I do believe this is at the church where he actually stole that car at. And it says, police say Kraft was also connected to a shooting at Zaza's Smoke Shop on East Shelby Drive, killing an employee and taking an AK-style firearm from behind the counter. So Buddy literally stole a car. After he stole a car, he thought in his head like he was literally inside of a game of GTA, right? He like, I got to go upgrade my weapon. So he drove to a smoke shop where I'm sure he knew that there was a smoke shop and there was a guy in that smoke shop that had a gun, killed the guy, took his AK-47 from behind the counter, and it says along with tobacco-related merchandise and money. So he literally went on a killing spree, took the merchandise, took some money, as if he's gonna really need this whatever little amount of money that he actually got, like in GTA, so he can just buy whatever he needs to buy or something like that, right? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but this is the lifestyle that a lot of people is living, right? And if you're not in the lifestyle, it won't make sense to you. Actually, you don't want this to make sense to you if you're not in this lifestyle. You know what I'm talking about? If you're on a lifestyle, then it is what it is, right? Anyways, so family identified the victim, pretty much the guy that was killed, as 18-year-old Faris Shihab. It says family grieving after teen killed in crime spree. So obviously they're grieving after that. Kraft, which of course is AOB BopGod, Kraft was also allegedly responsible for an incident at 3539 Pilot Drive where shots were fired, but no injuries were reported. So he actually did fire shots inside of the church as well. So everybody's got their head bowed and praying, and bang, 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 shots start getting fired inside the church. And they wonder, like, where in the blue hell is this coming from? Anyway, so it says the accused gunman then made his way to 3575 Commerce Circle where two women were shot. Dang. Family members were said one of the victims is 21 and was shot in the stomach. It says Memphis police say at 3:43 p.m. after a brief foot pursuit, officers located and apprehended Kraft in the 5300 block of Hellville Road in Whitehaven. People living in the neighborhood say officers finally captured Kraft in someone's front yard. They also say they saw officers pull a long rifle and a backpack from the car. Obviously, he got the gun in the car that he got from the smoke shop, and in that backpack, you can imagine probably gonna be more guns, right? He didn't even get to use all the guns. He went on the killing spree, but he didn't really get to use all the guns. And obviously, since they're saying only one person died from this particular case, not his previous case where somebody else died, but they are saying that other people were shot, right? The two women were shot, one of them was shot inside the belly, right? Anyway, so it continues and says Kraft told officials that he carjacked a blue Nissan, robbed a Zaza smoke shop and vape shop, and shot Faris Shihab. So he done admitted to it. He literally don't care about nothing at all. He admitted to it. You know what I mean? He didn't say, I plead the fifth, give me a lawyer, nothing like that. Obviously, they already know what done happened and what's went on. So, I mean, an admission to it. So he pretty much admitted to it, right? It says Kraft was reportedly out of jail on a $100,000 bond from an incident in November of 2023, which was a murder. Reports state that Kraft was going to buy some shoes from his friend, but ended up robbing and shooting him. God damn it. Hey, Memphis is grimy, bro. You can obviously hear how grimy it is in the music, but I honestly believe, like I said in another video that I was reporting on about Memphis, I think Memphis really is got some of the most grimiest people. And when I say grimy, I mean like it's slimy. When people use that word slime, I think this is really some slime. You know what I'm talking about? This is real deal slime. It said he went to go buy some shoes from his friend, but ended up robbing and shooting them and killing them pretty much, right? It says he was charged with criminal attempted first-degree murder, attempted especially aggravated robbery, and 2 counts of employing a firearm with the intent to commit a felony, right? So it didn't say actually murder, so maybe he survived, even though the word is that he was actually murdered. Anyways, it continues and says the district attorney office said Kraft failed to show up for a hearing in that case Friday. At that point, the office filed for revocation of Kraft's bond on those similar charges. So he was so pretty much 2023, shoot his friend for his shoes, right? Year passes by, he's supposed to go to court. Instead of going to court, he say, man, forget going to court. I'm finna, I don't want to go to court. They finna throw, they're going to throw me the book anyways for this little old attempted murder and attempted other stuff, whatever he did. So let me go ahead and do some other stuff, right? Let me go steal a car from a church, I'm talking about, put the gun to her head, and let me go to this Zaza shop and commit another murder. And after I commit this murder and take this money, they said he did a speed chase to some random house, hopped out the car, and then where he was eventually arrested at, right? Anyway, so that's the report on the story. Now I'm gonna play the news reporter pretty much explaining to y'all their point of view. Here you go.
After a crime spree in Memphis leaves one person dead, 20-year-old Kadarian Kraft faces several charges, including first-degree murder in connection to the crimes. And this afternoon, his bond has been revoked. WREG's Quimitra Wilborn breaks down his charges.
First-degree murder, especially aggravated robbery, carjacking, aggravated child abuse, and evading arrest. Those are 20-year-old Kadarian Kraft's charges in connection to Sunday's crime spree that left one person dead. According to a bond recommendation from the MPD Homicide Bureau, detectives say Kraft didn't know the victims and was motivated by greed. They are recommending a bond of $1 billion. Newly released court documents say the events started shortly after 10 a.m. at a church on East Shelby Drive. Police say a man carjacked a woman and her children at gunpoint and allegedly threatened to kill the mother if she called police. Shortly after, the suspect reportedly drove to Zaza's Smoke and Vape Shop, also on East Shelby Drive. Police say surveillance video shows him arriving at the store in the vehicle he stole from the woman. Kraft is charged with shooting and killing an employee and taking an AK-style firearm from behind the counter, along with tobacco-related merchandise and money. Family members say the victim is 18-year-old Faraz Shahab. Memphis police say Kraft then abandoned the stolen vehicle at a shopping center on South Perkins Road and got into another vehicle. It's not clear who that vehicle belongs to, but officers eventually located Kraft in that vehicle and chased him to this house on Winfield Road. That's where police say he bailed out of the vehicle and ran away. People living in this neighborhood say officers finally captured the suspect in someone's yard, and then they say officers brought the suspect to the intersection of Crimson and Haleville, and that's where he was placed in the back of a squad car.
They just had a mess over here, y'all.
This man says he saw police searching for evidence.
So when it was all said and done, they searched the car around there and got the assault rifle and backpack out of the car.
MPD says Kraft admitted to carjacking the woman and shooting Faraz. Reporting from Whitehaven.
Anyways, you already know. So after watching that, you can definitely tell the people that FTO Sett is affiliated with. You know what I'm talking about? When you hear the music, you know what I'm talking about? This ain't just music that you hear. You know what I'm talking about? This is real deal, real life steppers. You know what I'm talking about? Slimy. You know what I'm talking about? Real deal. What do you say? Slimy crook, murder and love. This is real deal, real life. This ain't no fairy tales that y'all hearing about. This is actual real life events. It sounds like something that's out of a movie. You know what I'm talking about? But it ain't out of a movie. It's in real life. Anyway, so RIP to all the victims that actually lost their life. RIP to the future victims that have lost their life. RIP to the fallen soldiers of the streets. And RIP to the future fallen soldiers of the streets, because we do know that this is a cycle and it will not end. You know what I'm talking about? Personally, I think the only way that this is going to end is some type of catastrophic event got to happen within the United States. Maybe another country invades us, or some of these people that they already letting in the border try to do some type of invasion where it's going to force most of the black people to have to work together for survival. If it doesn't ever get to a point to where black people got to work together for survival against an enemy that's just slaughtering, then this is the type of turnout that unfortunately, you know, stuff have been in place to where it turned out like this, but it is here now. So forget about how it happened. It's here now, right? Anyways, let me know something. Coming down below, let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.